Coach, would you like to start us off with your thoughts, comments on the game?
Yeah, it was obviously the result we were looking for. I really liked our way we came out that second half. I thought defensively, the entire game, I thought we played well. I thought we set the tone early, which is something we talked about defensively. It took us a minute to kind of figure out them from the offensive end for us, but I think once we did, we discussed a couple things at half. Really, it was just calming down and playing, getting back to having fun, playing the way we play, making the extra pass, finding the next guy, hit singles, not home runs. And I think once we kind of started doing that a little bit there in the second half on that stretch, we really took off. And that's when we're at our best.
Kai, Ulysses, did he discuss at halftime, did he tell you to go out and shoot 67% from the floor and hold them to 3 for their first 22 from the floor? That's what they were to start the second half with the big run. I just wanted to put that on the line. It was a tight first half, maybe some things not going our way necessarily in the general scheme of the game. What were you guys thinking at halftime? And when you came out for the second half and it clicked, what's that feeling like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the most part of the season, us as a group, we know, once we kind of figure you out, at halftime, we're all just, I feel like our camaraderie and our, togetherness gets, amped up a little bit more during halftime because we've been here before, tie ball game, and then we come out and try to punch them in the mouth early and try to go on an early run and then just never look back, really.
Yeah, to figure out what he said, we just told each other just to stay together, keep playing together, and then everything will come together and we win the game.
Guys, you have anything?
Curious about what adjustments did you make? Kai, looked like you had a lot more room to maneuver at the start of the second half. Were there any specific adjustments to free you up a little bit?
I would just say I don't know. I feel like once we, as an offense, I feel like we're clicking the best. When we're spaced out and we have a little bit more movement. Because I feel like in the first half I was kind of forcing a little bit, but second half I kind of just let the game come to me, play in a straight line, and that's what coach always says. And off two, and I don't know, just get to my left hand really.
What was talked about in the locker room? Can either of you guys repeat what Coach said? Because I don't know what what that was. And then on top, from that, what were kind of the biggest things that you guys were able to hone in on in the second half that allowed you guys to, go on the kind of run that you did to start things off?
No, they cannot repeat what I said.
I guess it just sounded a lot like we've been here before. Because I feel like with our schedule, we played Macon, CNU, a bunch of ranked teams, and in the GLI, we're in a similar situation. We're tied up with Carthage at halftime, and then we kind of just, band together a little bit more, lock in on defense, and get the job done.
I like to think back to the Yeshiva game, and with him, and you guys made a reflection of him. Down 6 with a minute left, there was no panic. It was just go about the business and start passing you the ball and done. I didn't really see that out of him tonight. There was a little more mojo going with him tonight at certain times. What do you think when you see him get a little animated? Because he's such a chill guy.
That's just us. That's just him having our back. Sometimes we think some calls are questionable. He just there to make sure he got our back.
Marcus, could you sense that the guys started to feed off the energy of the crowd? Because I know the crowd was really good last night, and to go on a run like you guys went, I think it was 38-7 run at its completion. But did you feel like the guys started to feed off the crowd more? Each basket seemed like things were getting a little bit louder, and obviously you guys continue to do what you guys did.
Yeah, and I think it's which came first, right? I mean, we knew we had to give the crowd something to get involved with. Made a couple shots, got some good stops, some rebounds, a couple big threes that kind of give us that 10-point separation. And I think when they then were forced to call their timeout to stop our run, I think everybody kind of came to the huddle that time, a little more relaxed than what we had been. And yeah, I think that feeding off, we've had such good crowds, since that Santa Cruz game on. And very thankful for those in the community that come out, the students that come and support us and the other teams that are on campus now. I mean, it's spring break and we're still almost sold out, certainly the other side across from us. And we get a good group of alumni come back tonight. Everybody's involved, pushing in the right direction. Everybody wants to see these guys because of the way they compete. And so, yep, sometimes to jumpstart them, maybe I need to get a little louder, a little more animated than I would like to on the sideline. But hey, whatever it takes, right?